So now what we're going to do is we're going to add some of those lines that really add the detail to the face. Let me make a new layer. We'll just call this the details. And what's important is that these be paths. These are not going to be colored in areas. The only one left on the face part of this is going to be the lips. But what I want to show you is working on these curves. A couple different ways of doing that. Sometimes I like to experiment and practice with my pen tool. Let's give this a try. We're going to want a black stroke for this. All right, let's see. So if I click and then click at the end of where one of the curves is, I can then pull in different directions to match the curve that's there. It's going to go the other way, so now I'm going to find where to pull to in order to get the curve going in the other way, and now press escape. So I have a line that I can then adjust the width of. If I go to properties over here, I should be able to change the stroke. A lot of times I will like to change the width profile, but let's take care of more of these lines first. So more practice with the pen tool. So clicking once, second time wherever that end of that part of the curve is. It's good. This one right here, click, click, and pull. Escape to start a new one. And this one matching up not too badly. Let's add some more. Click, click, and then find what direction that goes in. A little bit of a curve there. Definitely going to need this one because it's part of the eye. If you forget and you do that, will the curvature tool work? Well, let's see. If we add a point there and pull it in, you can definitely do these in several different ways, but learning how to use the pen tool is extremely helpful. I'm just doing it this other way now, where I click, and then I can pull it in the direction that I want. And pull it. Click here, bring it down. And we've got the whole nose. We've got this right here. Let's do these. And we have a second line. It's not going to be part of the same one. We need to add that. And it can be kind of tough. Sometimes we need to make a new layer in order to make that work. Okay, still working with the curvature tool. Let's try this one. By clicking and clicking again. If I click over here, it's going to continue from that anchor point. So it actually works a lot like the pen tool in that you can keep going just a little bit easier to work with. Now I'm going to try this. I'm going to click here and click close to the other one and create that curve. Then I'm going to use the direct select tool to move this anchor point so it overlaps to get that look that we see in the original drawing. Go back to our curvature tool, starting and bending. Again, we got that same situation here where we have some overlapping. Let's see if we can make this work. Going around and down, but then adjusting the curve, coming around here. I guess we could use this to overlap. And then we can come down the other way using another line. But now it wants to continue from there. So it's kind of up to you as far as which ones are going to be connected where. But again, if you get close, and then you can adjust those ending anchor points. Remember, click, and then let go, and then click, and you can move that anchor point. Another thing, being zoomed in will definitely let you be more precise. And these lines, I got one more down here. Let's try that one. And bring that up. I think that's all of them except for the mouth. And the reason that they're all on the same layer is that now we can select all of those and make them thicker or thinner. thicker usually if we're going to go with a non-uniform. So sometimes this is the look that's really going to be what you're after. And don't be afraid to make changes. Like looking at the original, maybe it doesn't look so good anymore. But let me turn on the rest of this, and you can see how we've gotten a pretty good start. Now individual lines maybe won't need to be that size. Maybe these two need to be a thinner line. Individual ones you can then make adjustments to, but that lets you do all of them, thicken them, try out different styles until you get just what you're after.